Hi, Jason. Hi, Samara. How are you both?
Hello. Good,
Good.
how
How
are
are
you?
you?
Yeah, great. Thank you. And such a pleasure to be able to speak to you both. I'm a huge fan of both of your work, and I had so much fun watching this movie. And I would love to know to begin with how much fun it was for both of you to play with the quiet and then the very loud disdain that your characters have for each other.
It's a great question. I think that was the fun of the movie. Is like it always felt like a metaphor to me of like relationship counseling, of how you start trying to, with gritted teeth, say things nicely, and then it explodes, and then realizing like, okay, if we're gonna stay together, the only way out of this thing is holding each other by the hand, and fighting a common enemy. So I mean, to me, it was really fun, and she was the best partner in the world.
Aw. Yeah, I based my character. I have a lot of like really strong Australian, like, take no, can I swear, like bull S kind of gals in my
Nice.
group, and I modeled her off of them because I would just watch how they like treat their husbands and be like, wait, shut up, just fucking get the thing out of the car, you know?
Yeah.
And I just,
What's wrong with their voices?
they're just furious, just mad. But yeah, I really liked their attitude, so I kind of just copied them. I hope they don't mind me saying that.
Would they know? Would the friend know?
I think
Yeah.
they'll watch it tonight and they're gonna go, is that me? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go, yeah.
Faster.
I love it. And and Jason, you left pretty bloodied and battered throughout this one. And obviously, Samara, I know you're no stranger to that kind of gore after films like Ready or Not. But how much did you two have to really rely on each other during those really intense, chaotic, and bloody fight scenes that we see in the film?
Quite a bit, actually. I think we were really there for each other emotionally. Like, look, it wasn't the highest budget movie, so it's not like it was very cushy doing these scenes. Like, when we're crawling through mud, it wasn't like Hollywood mud. It was just,
Real mud.
they just sprayed some water on some dirt and then had us crawl. So it was cool and gritty and hard, and we had each other, and our other co-stars were in the same boat. And it required full buy-in from everybody. Like, we're all here to nail this thing, and we had that. We were also kind of like sequestered in this little town in Finland, so you're only there for one reason. It's not like you're going home to your nice house and like you're regretting having to go back to work the next day. You're just like there to nail this thing.
Yeah, it was like camp.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, amazing. And Jason, you've obviously done a lot of amazing comedy work and dramatic work, but when it came to really balancing the laughs here with obviously the much darker, kind of sinister places you have to take down during the home invasion side of things, how did you find kind of tackling and maybe a little bit of horror and that kind of violence?
I'm a big Jack Nicholson fan. And I always start picking people to kind of like, steal like an artist, they say. Like, I start picking people I'm going to copy, and I think like when I would watch The Shining for this, and there was a couple other movies I watched, a couple other performances where I'm like, as long as you make this fun, you can kind of get away with anything, I think, like I also feel like I've been doing this a long time. I kind of relied on the fact that people think of me as like their best friend or their buddy or something like that. And so even I always think like I can spend that currency. Like, I can do really, really bad stuff and people will feel like, oh, she must have really made him mad.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Even watching it in the scene, I'm going, nah.
Yeah.
Amazing. And I've got to say, I think the taser scene might feature one of my favorite reactions I've ever seen to someone being tased in a
I
movie. So
agree.
Ew. Is that what you say?
You, when you're getting
Yeah, but then I think you say ew, which really it really made me laugh.
Ew.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, Samara, how you must have kept a straight face with, that drool coming from Jason as well. It's
Yeah, they had
such
to
a
edit
crazy
around
scene.
it. Yeah, it was rough.
And just one final question for you. Obviously, this is a little bit of a twisted rom-com in some ways as well. And I'd love to know, was that a big appeal to you?
Wait, sorry, say that again.
Just the twisted rom-com side of things a
Oh,
little bit. There's a little bit of a love story at the heart of this one. How much fun was that for you both to kind of tackle that side of things as well as everything else that goes on?
that was my favorite part, doing the sort of relationship scenes I think they were. I love doing stunts and getting weird and screaming and crying and running around, but there was something just really rewarding about doing like sad but funny and like intense scenes, and with Jason as well. It was the highlight.
I mean, to me, the whole movie is a rom com in a way. Like, I know it's brutal and gory and all that, but to me, the whole movie was about a couple working out their shit, you know, and like all of that stuff is kind of metaphor to me. There's a way to watch the movie of like, oh, this is what it's like to go through trouble in a relationship. You want to kill each other and you find your way out of it.
Absolutely. Well, I loved this movie and I loved what you both did in it. And it's such a pleasure to speak to you both. So thank you so much for your time today.
Thank
Thanks so
you.
much.
Great to meet you. Thanks so much.